Hey there, I'm Ashley, and this is New Day with Ashley. If you're looking for inspiration to make a difference and create lasting impact, then you're in the right place. Get ready to be encouraged by the stories of my guests who have taken risks, overcome challenges, and created opportunities. It's time to make the most of your new day. My guest today has taken the word sweet dreams literally by helping people buy smart, sleep smart, and yes, dream smart. Chad Wide, founder and owner of Beds by Design and OmniPillow, has changed the way people sleep for over 17 years, one bed and one pillow at a time.
I just signed an interest-only mortgage.
Okay.
And I think at the time it was for my buddy. It was like, not for him, but he was building our house like 11 or 12%.
Okay.
Interest only. And I remember we couldn't afford any furniture. And the only thing we had is we went to Home Depot and got a $3,000 couch and a love seat.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that we had in our entire house.
Wow.
In fact, we couldn't even turn the heat on because we couldn't afford it. And so we would actually turn the heat on for a short spurt at night till like 9 in our room, get our bedroom warm, and shut it off.
Yeah. Keep the door shut.
Keep the door shut, and then hopefully by morning, make it till morning. Which
right.
Now
and then you're going to be leaving the house, and
Now I think about that, like, that's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that for a while. So, But yeah, I mean, there's obviously the risk. We believe, I think we just believe that we knew that we could do something, and that it was a demand that we could fulfill and we could build something. I think part of a good business is just the belief that you can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that is
having that belief.
That, and I think the younger you are, the less fear you have. Like you're just naive to. The older I get, if I think back now, I don't know if I would.
Have taken those chances or risks.
Back then, there's nothing to lose.
Right.
Because you can always build over. You can always do something different. But the older you get, the more risky it becomes, I think.
Right. And risk adverse we become too.
Right.
Right.
Starting over or
not
a lot of earning power. There's not a lot of time left, even though we're in the 40s or whatever. But
so walk us up to now, like current day Beds by Design, 2 locations, factories in both places. You're making beds. You're making lots of other products. The beds, like I'm saying, like I've had my bed since like 2016. And I think I brought it in last year to get it like refreshed. So it's like you guys take them apart and replace what is needed. So it's like the only bed I'll ever have to buy.
I think that's really why I love my job the most. Is I really enjoy helping people, and not to say the name brand beds are bad or anything like that, but being able the fact that you can, adjust it or fix it or trade it in or make alterations, basically like an auto shop for your car, to me, I thought is just a no-brainer.
A tune-up,
Like a tune-up. Yep. And, your car's not going to last forever, and when the tire goes bad, you don't destroy the car, right?
Right,
You just go get the tire fix, and bedding is not like that, Same thing with the couches. Typically, if the cushion's bad, people just replace the cushion. They don't throw away the couch and go buy another one.
Right.
But beds seems to be the one thing that most people do. One, because you can't get it fixed.
Sure.
And so I think that's what I mostly love about what I do, is the fact that we can help people, and then the fact that you can change it and adjust it and right on location or wherever they're at. And which, by being able to do that, has enabled us to expand into other product lines that we would never even thought of.
Sure.
And when we moved to the Sioux Falls locations, we were still ordering components from vendors that were pre-made for us, like the tops of beds and borders and things like that. Where then we would do more of the assembly in house. But then we forward integrated in buying machines that we do all the quilting and all the things that we can do, and then we ship all those stuff up to the Fargo store here, or our other locations that we hope to do here, and so that enables us to come up with creative new things.
Sure.
So we do a lot of like boat beds and RVs and rough sizes and angles and cushions, and we do, just a wide range now, because we're able to have the flexibility to use not only the remnants that we have, but be able to just do custom sizes because of that.
Right. Like
forward.
people have unique bed shapes. They're like,
Yeah.
we have an old lake cabin and we had these little bunk beds.
Yeah.
But they're long, so we needed a mattress for that. And I know you guys did some for those. We're like,
Yeah.
we don't want to compromise whoever's sleeping out here.
Right. and you're in it, right? Like all the time. So
Yeah, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, what is it, 33 years,
Yeah.
you had said? So like a third of your life, which, okay, there's 24 hours in a day, so we should be sleeping 8 hours a
Yeah.
night. So that is a third of your life. Yeah, 33 years.
It is. And when I was in college here, I was a roommate with 4 girls. Great girls. They play volleyball. Great, really great people. And I remember sleeping. I had that closet, and there was just a queen bed in there at the time. And I mean, the thing was, I think I'm just a piece of crap. You know,
Right.
like you can't afford anything. And I find it interesting now as I'm into bedding how little value we as people actually put on sleep in
Right.
general, and what a mattress is. And you know, you spend like you said, 33 years of your life, and you have people will spend 60 grand on a car, and 5 years later, the car's worth 20.
Right.
And so they're willing to lose 40 grand on a vehicle, but you know, $1,000 bed makes them like cringe,
Right.
or $2,000 bed
bed,
makes
right,
them cringe.
yeah.
And it should be opposite. You should be spending $40,000
On your bed, yeah.
And so the mindset for people, we're trying to, you know, help them understand that they don't realize because maybe you can't, it's not sexy and you can't show it off and you can't, you know, whatever versus
Right.
a car and brag about it maybe. But it's the only piece of furniture that can directly affect your health.
Right.
That
And I
people
like
don't think
truly
about.
believe that. I mean,
Yeah.
health. So I have this, even a smart ring.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Yeah. So it's called the Aura ring. So look at that.
Can I see that?
Yeah. So it has all these sensors in it. So I sleep with it on.
Huh.
And so it tells you your body temperature, but it'll all about your sleep. It's really all about sleep.
That is cool.
Yeah. I'll have to send you the link to it. But anyway, so I mean, like you said, sleep directly impacts your health.
Yeah. Your health, and then how you treat your family or your wife, or
Right.
how you work the next day, or
Yeah.
however. I mean, and so
I slept really well. That's why I'm really no.
yeah, that's why you're in a great
Yeah.
mood. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just one of the things that we don't put a lot of value in, and we're trying to. And I think maybe just for the fact that people know that they buy something, they're probably stuck with it, or the whole process is painful, and if they don't like it, they're stuck with it. So I think a lot of people get stuck in that, I'll just do it later, and don't realize the health benefits of it.
Right. Yeah. And if you aren't sleeping properly, and then talk about pillows.
Yeah.
So when did OmniPillow?
So we've got these machines, and we do a lot of the sewing, and we have a 76-year-old seamstress that works for us down there, along with another older lady, and so we were. Henry Ford said it best one time, where he talks about how, like, when they would ship car parts,
Okay.
he would have the manufacturers send the parts in a specific crate size
Okay.
every single time, because then he would take the crate and use that for the flooring in the vehicles.
Oh,
he was
sure.
using every and then they would burn the remnants, and then he ends up turning that into Kingsford charcoal,
Okay.
right? So he just was very good at maximizing
Resourceful, yeah.
everything that we have, and being very, eco-friendly.
Yeah.
There's a place in Tennessee, a whiskey place, that does the same thing. They're like 99% renewable, from the barrel
Wow.
to the watt, like everything they resell.
Wow.
And so we're in the same boat. Like we're a local manufacturer, and not many places in the world, or in America, can you buy something really from the people that make it,
Sure.
right? Like where else can you buy something that's made here? Like in
Right.
front of
Made
your
right here.
eyes?
Yeah. You can walk back in there and watch your
Right.
bed being made.
And so we were like, okay, how do we have spare components? We have other things. Like,
Yeah.
how do we use this that we're not throwing it away?
Right.
And so
When it's good
when it's
materials.
good material.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It would be one thing if it was,
Yeah.
But and so the seamstress lady, she said, hey, we should turn one of those things into a pillow. Can we do that? And it took us about 2.5 years, and we ended up, I thought, hey, it's not a bad idea. Like, your seam, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And so it took about 2 years to come up with the concept of OmniPillow and testing. And we were once a mattress factory or a manufacturer making beds, and now we seem to become known as a pillow company that
Sure.
sells mattresses, because the pillows become so successful for us that we would never have imagined that.
Wow.
By utilizing our resources that we have.
Right.
And so we're onboarding with Macy's right now.
Wow.
And so if that process continues through, that would be great. And
Yeah.
we were in 160 plus chiropractic locations in the country where they had like 30 pillows sent to their station or something
Oh.
like that. And they did a testing of all of it, and they picked ours over everyone. So
Wow. Yeah.
that's been great. So we trying to it's, if you think about where we've come from and where we continue to go, everything just kind of seems to be,
Yeah.
is it random or is it
Well, falling into place.
Yeah.
Like really. Yeah.
like, I just don't know how that happens. Sometimes it's just being at the right place at the right time.
And even your beds are going to be carried in Iowa?
Yeah. So
I saw
we're
that.
been working with, NDSU has all of our beds.
Yeah, I was
in
going to
there.
talk about that too.
And so that has been a great, starting our wholesale expansion.
Okay.
Really. And now we're in this company out of Iowa. We're like, hey, we have your beds. We want them. We want to sell them. We want to sell your pillows. We want to sell your bean bags. We want to carry all your stuff. And so
Sure.
now we're expanding into
Like wholesale.
wholesale.
Wow.
So it's, another opportunity for us.
Yeah.
And we're excited about that. And we have a lot of other stuff coming up the works that we're excited about too. And
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's really exciting and really blessed too.
Yeah. Wow, what a great episode. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always so inspiring sharing these stories. To listen to the full podcast, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any of your favorite podcast platforms. Remember to like and subscribe. I would love if you could leave me a 5-star review. This helps us reach and engage with more people. Join me next week, and until then, make the most of your new day.